Hello? Can y'all see? I don't know what happened. I started dropping crazy frames, but I could still see all of your chat messages, so like...
Hello?
Are we back? All right, we're good. All right.
I don't have any faith in humanity.
Everybody refresh. All right, we're at a very high tension moment with Alice. All right, she's making the Steven face.
What are you doing here?
Because, Steven, you're the one that pointed this out. You're like, this face she's making. It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No, I need it to get this bracelet off.
Oh. Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
So wait a minute. Cork also was trying to die. Stop! Before I could even finish the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No!
God, I'm like, is this a quick time event?
Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I'd apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something! There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh man, maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things. Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
If I had called everyone else to the back after I'd brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment.
You know, this is pretty important information for the other paths that we already did. So it would seem Alice wasn't murdered. She likely killed herself. She killed herself, and then either Luna, Dio, or Kay removed the weapon from the scene of the crime.
Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! Please. I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Chaos is enraged!
The other times, I don't think she had a murder weapon. Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
Ten minutes remain.
Yeah, the only time that there was a scalpel in her
polling
chest was
closes.
the most recent time.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
The old lady was just found dead. I don't
we should get back to the
we found
warehouse.
the knife. The knife was thrown away. It was discarded.
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soperil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her.
Oh, okay, so now it's gonna be this situation again. Is Tenmyoji gonna knock out Dio like the last time? If Dio has 6 PP, then he gets out and this is a bad end. Which, one of these routes could definitely be that.
She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh? What a lucky, lucky man you are. You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose Betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Yes, that is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner and she'll be in the AV room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually I was planning to let you make the decision.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Shut up.
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here? Should all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
Nope, doesn't work like that.
Why not?
Here, take a look at this. I pulled the scrap of paper we'd found out of my pocket.
Huh? What's this?
We found it when we went to the
There
archives.
wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
I guess they only put one in the archives? Whatever, I'll just read it for you. Get it? The whole team can't can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then, and they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
This angle. So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means if Dio picks betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier? No way am I gonna choose betray. You do know her BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all 3 of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks.
Exactly.
That's a relief.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh, Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean,
Tell us.
look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah, something does happen. Clover might need a hand.
Huh? Wait. Clover and I will stay.
Hurry! Hurry!
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Really?
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa. Are you nuts?
Oh boy, she trusts Kay.
What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Had something happened between Phi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain.
This is a really
until
volatile round
Ambidex game
because
polling closes.
Sigma could get 6 BP, I'm sorry, 9 BP in escape. Kay could get 9 BP in escape, and so could Dio?
Come on. We need to hurry.
All right, you kids. Take care of those 2, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to Phi and Clover before heading back to the warehouse at a dead run. Everybody ready? I'm gonna open my AB gate. Although, I guess that doesn't really matter. Dio already opened one earlier.
Then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Two more AV gates slid open. We all shared one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms.
Two minutes.
Oh, no
remain
problem, Chris. I
until
always appreciate the
Ambidex's
lurk,
game
and thank you for the
polling
compliments.
Closes.
I'm glowing red because I got super sunburned today. But other than that, we're doing great.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the notary game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Huh?
There's something white on it.
There's what? Out of context, this looks really bad. What the hell is this? For the first time since I found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand.
Much info.
Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment, I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar. But the truth was far stranger. The liquid was coming from my hand. Huh? It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice.
I can't do this.
There was some milk and I spilled it. It sounded even stupider as I said it.
Really? But
Just shut up! It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong. Very wrong, and my head was spinning.
Sigma,
Oh man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
There was no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. Took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think about the AP game right now. Just forget about your hand. It still looks bad at grayscale. Who was I kidding? There was no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7.
We're going ally.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose Ally after all?
Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they were centered around one thing, the mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Linda nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit of my hand. What the hell is this? It couldn't be blood, could it? No, that was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I'd seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult. But every single time I'd bled red, like any other human being. So why was it that this time it was white? What the hell's happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I always love when they reveal this. Maximum drama. Everybody allied. Kay didn't betray us. Dio Tenmyoji, ally. Huh.
Looks good, looks good.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted Ally. You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose Betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted Ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose Ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you alright?
Oh no.
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Oh yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like
Hey
that.
man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
A fancy bag of milk.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held out their arms toward him. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. Then their eyes landed on my hand, and my heart skipped a beat.
Huh, so Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right, you're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo.
Have we ever been a solo?
So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos, although I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've ever been a solo.
They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were.
Mounds. You hear with the
Each one had a
insults?
box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
Oh. About what?
Something?
Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. See, I kind of feel like maybe he caught Radical 6 in this ending, and it's just either gonna go crazy or die. Or, like, get tranquilized. Like, I don't... She must have noticed there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk?
Oh no.
He and his theories. Yep, that's right. Whoa, hold on. A private talk. Oh, he already said that.
What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out to the yellow door. Tenmyoji and Kei quickly followed. In only moments, all three had disappeared. So, I know, Dio is the worst. What is it you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Is this the ending where she proves Mars right?
The god of chaos is enraged!
She's not Axe God. She's not Axe God. We cannot... No. Okay?
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
If it's the crew quarters. As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! The garden.
You know this place?
Yes, well, sort of. I came here when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box. Yes.
Really? She twisted the key on the bottom and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt.
It hurts.
It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Yeah! Literally what I said. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Tiltil and Meetle get asked to find a blue bird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right, it got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Tiltil and Nittil try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Whoa. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy. You know, Sigma, I think you might be Tiltil.
What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we split up to go look for Alice. Oh, now she knows that you lied about coming here during your search. first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right? Okay,
Yeah.
tell me this then. How do you know about the garden?
See?
Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her that I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
King. King. What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Why? Damn. So you did see it, huh?
Yes, I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton.
Do we have any other evidence that points to him being a robot? We met the robot in that one route, and he said somebody in y'all's group could be a robot. Well, like, why would white blood make him a robot? That's...
It makes them look almost exactly like a human, and ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
Okay. For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it didn't really faze me. Because it was just so out there. It didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still, my hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero can pull my strings. That would make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot. Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders conflict with the first law. So I'm trying to think of examples here. Like when they go through the chromatic doors and you choose an option that doesn't agree with the first option, that would be not obeying human beings. But what if he knew in the future, in those timelines, that those people would die on those paths, and that's why it's okay to disagree? That could actually still be a possibility. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard those before. That's just an ideal though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever fully achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you, however you're programmed, I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws.
So she's just full on calling us a robot, and like, that's it.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot.
Yeah, thank you.
There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests. Yes.
Ow.
Well, the atom should be able to tell us.
Oh, yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Bye.
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No, were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of her finger. Okay, there's the bomb. Shit. This is...
Antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. And there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well, I was taking a walk.
I don't think so, girl. Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine, you got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
No, not really. So who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji, Kay and Dio, and of course, Alice and Quark. Both seemed to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them that they'd been completely insane not so long ago. Alright, everybody, listen up. I told them how we'd found the #1 bomb in the garden, and how, judging by the number of the 2 bombs we'd found so far, there was probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts.
No buts.
If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate. Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Here we go again. Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person. Oh. Oh, wait. Is he gonna say it?
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. That person, you did it! The room was suddenly silent. He still doesn't know. What if he's just pointing in a mirror? Honestly, he's probably just pointing in a mirror. Oh Lord, we're gonna have to go back to the AB room and betray. That's gonna be so sad. He's pointing at the atom. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, guys, I hate to do this to you, but I am just exhausted. So I think I'm gonna... I know. I really hate to do this to you guys. I do. But I am exhausted. Yeah, let's cap it there. We're gonna do this next weekend. This week, it's gonna be here and there because I know I'm gonna be seeing my sister.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be seeing my parents. I'm going to be seeing so many people. There won't be a schedule this week, but I will be letting you guys know in Discord, like, around somewhere in the day what my plans are, and we'll kind of base stream, with that. Yeah, if you guys want a secret stream, do things in Discord, by all means do that. Yeah, I am super tired. We woke up at 7 this morning. We had a day in the sun. I need to rub aloe vera all over my body and go to sleep. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Everyone, take care.